Hello everyone, I am Mrs. Bailey and this is my budget. Today we are going to be doing a brand new budget for the week of tomorrow the 4th to the 10th, to next Sunday the 10th. So, but before we do that budget, we are going to be going over this week's budget, this past week, and we're going to, that's my grandson if y'all hear him, y'all. But so anyway, we're going to see how we did on this budget and add anything to it if we need to. Mr. Bailey is in the room. He's not sitting next to me, but we just had some plumbing work done in the kitchen, so he's just kind of tidying it up from it being fixed to make sure everything's clean and nice. So with that being said, I'm gonna get started. Actually, before that, guys, I just got off the phone with my mom and my dad, and I told them that how you guys was sending them well wishes, and well, my mom for sure, and prayers and everything, and even the people that was commenting, saying that you've had her something, you know, similar happen to you and everything. She just said thank you so much, and she really appreciates everyone for your comments and your prayers. So I just wanted to say that. Now let's get started with this budget. So this week we have budgeted $1,800, and this is after the engine of getting the engine repaired. And so we didn't have that much to have left over for the debt or savings, but I at least wanted to get these main things out of the way. So we still needed, how much is in the house? That was the only thing that was left, was the house. I think it was 5 something. 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 4, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 5, yeah, 510. If I had my digital tracker up, I would have been able to see. 510 minus 900 is, we still needed $390 more dollars. I have the $390, but I only have $200 in cash here that my husband just went and got out. But the other money is in the bank. And it didn't make any sense for me to go get that out of the account that it's about to come out of, just to show you guys. So this should be $710. Yeah, so this is what's in the bank for this, $190. So 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 4, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 6, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 710. Okay, so that's $710 that we are going to put over here. My husband's mopping, y'all. Let's see, I was trying to put this over here so you guys can see the money. Okay. So 17, let's put the 20s. Tens and the 5s. Okay, so we do have the 900 for that. The 110 loan that already came out on Monday night / Tuesday morning, same thing with this loan for $39. And the Apple storage is in here, so we have to take that out. That was for $10. So we got $10 in there. So we have that. So our fixed expenses was $1,059, and that is exactly what we had. For the credit cards, we should have $100. We have two credit cards that's due, one on the 3rd and one on the 5th. They're both for $50. So we should have $100 in here. It's that one. And that one. Let's see. 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Yep. All of this money I have to put in the bank today so that was that all I needed? I think so. Okay, so we had all of those, so that was correct for $100. And over here, American Express is $4.25. This is a new bill. It's for, if you're new here, this is for my car engine. It just went out a couple weeks ago, and we had to pay like $5,000 to get a new one. So we had to put it on our American Express, and we are trying to put $425 a week towards it. That's our goal. So we're trying to do that so that we can have it paid off by January, because we don't like to hold a balance on that card for sure. So that is priority kind of over the debt snowball at this time. So we're still going to be doing our debt snowball, paying from smallest to large, but I'm just looking at this calculator. I forgot to add our stuff. But so we're going to still be doing the debt snowball, but we're just going to be paying off that American Express simultaneously. But that was $710. That was $100. And then that was $425. Okay. Fives, tens, and the 20s. Okay. So next, I hate when the money is like all over the place in there. That's the one thing I don't like about having this sideways. Next was the UPS that we did put $50 in there, but I can't count that in the cash, but I can count it towards here. The emergency fund, we said that we was going to put $225. We put $250. The travel, we said was going to put $150. We put $150. So the actual over here was $875. So when I did this budget, I said that we had to make an extra $209. So we actually did make that plus the extra $25. So technically I went over $25. But the reason why I'm going to say that I'm not, because remember when I messed up, when I was doing the budget, I just budgeted $900, but we automatically had $90 in there. So technically we're not over. Like we're almost spot on as far as getting everything. As long as everything was paid over here, I don't mind, because we are playing catch up at this time with our bills. We were just 2 weeks ahead before the engine went out, and now we're just paying them like as they come. Like all of these bills are due this week, like today and Monday, Tuesday. So now we have to do a new budget for this week. But before we do that, I should have $1,235 here. I had these ones sitting here already from that last time, not the last time, but like time before last when I budgeted. So anyway, 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 501s. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20. 620 and 20s. So this should be $115 left. 10. Well, I'm just going to do it like how I do it with the 10s and the 5s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So this should be 65 and 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. I have no idea. We got 75. I don't know what I did. Did I count that 10? Oh, I didn't count that 10. It should have been 75. I didn't count this 10 right here for the Apple storage. So that is exactly. So that should have been 1245 instead of 1235. So now let's get into this week's budget. I'm gonna push all of this stuff back, and this is the Budget by Paycheck book from the Budget Mom. This was gifted to me from one of my subscribers, and I'm so happy to finally start using it. I almost don't even want to write on this yet because I have some I have some practice, like these sheets right here. She sent me also so that I can do the budget. And you know what? I think that's what I'm going to do, guys. Okay. Before I put this in here, I am going to put it here first. And most likely I'm going to put it in here off camera. So when we come back to recap or see what's doing, it's not going to be on here. It's going to be in here. But let's just do this in here first. So this week I am going to, instead of budget for $1,800, excuse me guys, I was budgeting for $1,800. That was comfortable enough for us to pay our bills and get some sinking funds done and some of our debt. But I need to grind just a tad bit harder. So we are going to budget for $2,000. So we're just going to say income. Let me zoom in for y'all. Okay. Income. And we said 2,000. And the reason why I say that, because I did not go to work yesterday and I did not go to work today. Today is Sunday. So you're getting this video on, oh my gosh, it's only 11:17. You know what? I was looking at my clock on my stove looking like, dang, I'm getting this video out late for a Sunday. Because my clock says 12:17 and it's actually 11:17. So this is making me feel so much better because I wanted to get this up by noon. Okay, so we are going to, let me just put my calculator right there. We're going to do that. So what we have for this, we don't have to worry about the rent. Thank goodness. My car note and my rent is at the same time. And it's like the car note is on the 28th and the rent is on the 1st. I wanted to change not the 1st, the 5th. I wanted to change my car note to like the 20th or something like that. But I just feel like I just have so many bills that I don't even know what to do. If you guys saw that one budget, this budget right here, where almost every day is filled up. These are all bills, filled up with bills. And this is why I'm on this journey, because I want to get rid of some of those, because that is just ridiculous of how many bills we have and on different days. At least if I need to get them like grouped together so I could just pay them and be done. So we have, what did I say this was? The 4th through the 10th. So what do we have due? Okay, this is when it is getting, we have loan number 1. Let's see. Loan number 1 is for $110. And loan number 2, oh, this one is due on, it's due on the 5th, but I always put the 4th because that's when I need the money in there. Both of these. Loan number 2 will be paid off in another month, thank goodness. And $50. Okay. On the, we haven't started stuffing for this yet. So on the 6th, I have a credit card and we put $50 on there. On the 8th is it's Xfinity is our Wi-Fi. And that's always $80. It comes out of the account automatic. On the 10th is eBay, my eBay store for $8. On the 10th also is Apple TV. This is the one that I think this is going to be my last time paying this, because we don't get Mr. Bailey's trying to be quiet, pulling out the chair next to me. Apple TV. Yeah, I feel like we can cancel this. It's only $10, but I just feel like it's not we don't watch it enough. Like, what do we watch on there? Because I think we was watching the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel on Prime, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Yeah, so I don't even know why I don't know. They must have tricked me into this or something. So I think we're going to cancel this. So we may pay this, or we may just cancel it before the 10th come, which most likely will happen. But just in case I forget, or they have already done their billing, whatever, I'm just going to put it in there just in case. But we're not going to have that next month. Next is the car wash. It's due on the 10th. And it's $29.99, so we always budget $30. And then on the 11th, we want to pay American Express. This is going to be in the fixed for now, because this is what we want to pay this every week, $4.25, to try to get it paid off. This was for the engine. Okay, now we are about to go back into, I'm supposed to stop at the 10th, and I was supposed to stop but because these things are due on Monday, that is the reason why I'm budgeting them in, even though I said I was only going from the 4th to the 11th. I hope that makes sense. The next thing is we're going to go back up to, I'm trying to get back on track with the loans, with the loan number 1 and loan number 2. So that is due on the 11th. And that is another 110, because we have them up here, and another 50. So I'm trying to get back on the 1 week ahead for that one, because as you can see, this one is due tomorrow night, these two. So that means I have to have $160 in there by tomorrow night. So this is the reason why I'm going back to at least being one week ahead on the loans. And I think that's it. Everything else is, I have stuff due like on the 12th and 13th. And at first I was focusing on those things. I may come back to it. Before I add these up on the paper, I'm going to see how much I have left after we do everything else to see. But let me get this a total. Let's see, we have 110 plus 100 plus 88 plus 40 plus 425 plus 160. Okay, so that's $923. So from the 2,000, so 2,000 minus 923. Okay, so we still have $1,077 to budget. So I'm still not going to put gas and taxes on here, but I do want to budget for household. We need paper towel and, things like that. We need a Sam's Club run. We need, we need coconut oil, avocado oil. These are oils that we use all of the time. We try not to use vegetable oil too much, especially ever since they changed it to where it used to be like 3 different kind of vegetables in the vegetable oil that they had. Now it's just straight soy. And if you guys have heard my story about me and Zoe and my thyroid, and that's the reason why like my neck is swollen and everything, I try to stay away from it. So we mostly cook with avocado oil and coconut oil. So we need to budget at least $150 for that, because we also need snuggles and all those type of things. Yeah, so more body wash. Oh my gosh. So we're going to budget $150 for it this week. Whatever we can't get this week, we'll get it next week. But those main things we have to get. And so, and then we have, I do want to start putting groceries in here. I'm not going to break it up just yet, but I'm just trying to be more realistic with my budget. Because like I said, gas and taxes is not, you guys won't see that out of this. So this is after that. But I do want to start putting groceries in here so my budget can be a little bit more realistic. And we're going to put $200 for groceries. Okay. Next, we're going to go into our sinking funds. And let's see. I'm just thinking about let's see, travel. I want to put it 100, because when is that? That's due on the 11th. Oh yeah, I need to budget for the travel, because we paid that last week. I owe $200 on the trip that's in February. This trip was before I started this budget, this debt-free journey, and I can't back out of it. It's already paid for, and I have to pay the person that already paid for it. So I can't get my money back. What is next? I want to start putting something towards the emergency fund. I have to have $250 in the bank this month for the promotion that I put $250 in there in October, again in November, and again in December. Yeah, and then in January I'll get an extra $250. So I need to have another $250 in there. I have money in the bank, so I can't take it out, because by December 31st, it has to, I did read the fine print yesterday, it has to have the $750 balance in there by December 31st in order to get to the money in January. But so I have money in here, but I don't want to mess with these bills, these old bills, if I can help it. So I really need the entire $250. But I don't have to have it all at one time. So we're just going to budget for emergency fund. We're just going to budget $50. And guys, I'm gonna add all of these up, but I'm just seeing on the side because I'm trying not to go over. So here is where the problem is. I mean, it's not a problem for this week, because the good thing, this is only a weekly budget, but though we're gonna have to pay for them tires, I'm pretty sure in probably about 3 weeks. So the tires was almost $1,100. So I want to at least put, we already have some money in there. So I'm going to go, let me look at this. I want to say 200, and I also want to say 300, but I have other stuff that's due. I have to put, this UPS is going to be due soon. We have $80 in there. So we have 70 more to go. So let's put $25 for the UPS. Okay, $25 for that. We're not going to put anything. These things aren't due until next year sometime. I will have to start putting towards the American Express. So really, that's pretty much it. It's that's going to be pretty much it. The tires, I want to put $4.25 towards American Express. That leaves us with $27. And so that $27, it may not seem like a lot, but it can go towards the tires. You guys, this is Mrs. Bailey. I just had to cut away into this video because I was just watching the video, and I just messed up with this American Express for $4.25. We already put it over here, but my brain is still thinking 1 week ahead. So I put this in here. So what I need to do now is come back. See, this is why I'm glad that I did a video. This thing, what is this called? A practice budget sheet. Because, you know what? Actually, let me leave it on here because I got these lines in the table. So this is what's going to happen. So we're going to go back to this part right here, which is, we had 200. Okay, we had 727 minus the 200 for travel. Oh, what just happened? What I push? 727 minus the 200. Why is my thing? Oh, the thing. My book was stuck on the thing, and it kept zeroing it out. I'm like, what's happening? Okay, 727 minus 200. And then we said the emergency fund, 50. And the UPS, 25. So we still have $452 to budget, and we do not have to put the American Express right there. We can put, so now we can put like let's go with the, okay, we're going to go with $200. So I'm going to scratch that out. We're going to go for $200 towards the 50 envelope challenge. That's going towards the tires. So minus 200, that leaves 252. Now I can go back to the other emergency fund. Not emergency fund. What is this thing called? The car. The Jeep. The Jeep had got down to $0. We still need to get that heat fixed, guys. Whatever they did with the radiator, they did not get it fixed. We still got some more warm days coming up, so we're being blessed as far as not freezing, but it still gets really cold at night. So, we're gonna put car maintenance is going to. Let's see, car maintenance let's do, how much was that? He said 450?
For something, yeah.
Okay, so 450. So we're gonna go ahead and just put this entire 252 towards car maintenance, because that would only mean that we would only have to come up with like another $200 in the next week to be able to get this fixed, because we're trying our best not to put anything on credit cards, even though it's like dire need, because we make our money with the car. So I'm gonna get you guys back to the video of whatever I was saying in my closing. so I will go back to that, but I just wanted to do that so that it could be a zero-based budget. So let's just make sure it was 727 minus 200 minus 50 minus 25 minus 200, yep, minus 252. Okay, so we still have a zero-based budget. So this makes me feel so much better, because I was like, why don't I have enough money left? I done did the American Express 2 times. Jesus Christ. Okay, that makes me feel so much better. Okay, you guys get back to the video. So if I did all of this, this would have nothing towards debt and nothing towards savings. But because our budget is irregular, this could change. I could have enough money to where we can put more into the 50 envelope challenge. I could have money to pay off a debt. I'm not sure, but this is what really threw me off, is trying to get 1 week ahead on this. So it's a possibility that I could just put like half of this on that so that I could put more towards the 50 envelope challenge. That's a possibility, but I'm just trying to do like a realistic budget. Now, what did we say this was? I think this was $923. Let's see. That's $260. Let's see. Plus 100. Plus 88. Plus 40. 25. And 160. Yeah, that was $923. That left $1,077. So we're gonna put $1,077 right there, minus 150. Ugh. Minus 200. 727. Okay, that's 727 that was left over. But that was 350 total. Okay, so we had 727 left over here, but the total was 200. Let's see, plus 75, plus 425, plus 27 equal to 727. So this added up to 727, and left over was 0. So we can't even go any further with that as far as debt or savings. But I'm gonna try my best to see what I can do. So what I'm thinking, I guess the thing that I'm thinking is like the extra thing. You're probably like, man, if this is due in 3 weeks, the tires, just let me put tires right there so we don't remember. So you guys are probably like, well, if this is doing in 3 weeks, why wouldn't you go more toward like that, towards getting this? What I'm thinking about is like next week I'll be able to put more money towards it because we won't have so many large things, and these like household, and this is things that we only do this like maybe once a month or something. But I need to get it. We need all of these things. But what I'm thinking is I have a YouTube paycheck that is coming in, and it's normally here on the 21st. So I'm going to be able to add that to the income on one of these too. So, and I'm thinking that when I told you guys that I wanted to start paying off some debt with my YouTube money, this is a new debt, and it's a new debt that we want to get rid of also, because this was the tires that we got on our business account. So, and it had to be paid off in 45 days. So I think I'm going to put that entire YouTube check towards these tires along with whatever we've saved. So that whole thing will basically be going into this 50 envelope challenge is what I'm trying to say. So I have to look at the receipt and see when the date is. Because do you remember the date, babe? On the tires? Because I know it said 45 days, but I can't remember what day we got them on. I know it's been over 2 weeks because of it's more like 3 weeks. That's what I'm saying. So it's going to be due in like 3 weeks. So yeah, guys. So I'm going to be putting that whole YouTube check towards it, plus whatever we put towards that in the next couple weeks or whatever. So we're going to be, but I wanted to at least get something in there. So that's the 50 envelope challenge that like we have money in these. We have money in these things. Like we never took this money out. All of the rest of them are under here. Why are these on top? Oh, because you colored them late. Yeah, I think that was the last thing that we colored before the engine went out. Yeah, and then we haven't stuffed any of our savings challenges since the engine went out. So anyway, that is pretty much an overview of what we hope to do and more. Hopefully, even though this is a zero-based budget, hopefully I can change this amount somewhere through here because you never know what could happen. We can get a floor job, anything could happen. So we could have extra money coming in on this budget. So, and worst case scenario, if I need something else, I could always just not pay these two this week. I could just pay them next week when they're actually due. So we'll figure it out. But anyway, that is it for today's video. I am about to get ready. My Lions play today, so I'm about to get prepared and make sure we got some food and stuff ready for game day. And I would like to wish y'all good luck on y'all team, as long as they're not playing me. So if they're the Green Bay Packers, I don't know, guys. But anyway, I will see you all tomorrow with, guys, I don't know. Is it going to be a cash stuffing video? Maybe. I'm not sure. But it should be, because we have things that's due. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right. Thank you all for watching.